It's Thursday. I have things I need to be doing this week. I have not done half of them. So you know what? This sounds like a fantastic time to do a 24-hour readathon. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam. Welcome to a 24-hour readathon. I have not done one of these in quite a while, so I figured it was time. I do have things I need to be doing. We're not gonna do them. I mean, we might do them. I do have an audiobook, so we can still, like, do the essential things. We can. But I am, per usual, behind on my reading goals and need to do some catching up. So I figured a 24-hour readathon was a really great way to kind of power through some books. So if you have not joined me for a 24-hour readathon in the past, we do things a little bit differently than most people that I see do 24-hour readathons. I have some rules because I value sleep, I value my health and sanity, and I'm not crazy. So rule number one, I do not stay up all night for these things. That is not going to happen. You are never going to catch me pulling an all-nighter. No thank you. Rule number two is that I don't set like any sort of timer or anything. I'm not trying to like read 24 hours over the course of 3 or 4 days. Like, we are trying to read within a 24-hour period, and whatever time we're not reading is just too bad, so sad kind of thing. So that being said, it is currently 10:06 in the morning. So we are going to go, I'm gonna plan to start this at like 10:15. So we're gonna go until 12:15 tomorrow because I know I have that appointment in the morning. That's supposed to take about 2 hours. So we'll just tag that hour on to the end just to make sure that I'm getting a full 24 hours in there. I will still be sleeping 8 hours tonight. That will not be changing. So let's talk about the books that I am planning to read for this readathon. So all of these are from my December TBR. If you haven't seen that video of my TBR game, I will link that down below and I'll put a little card right here so that you can go and watch it. It was super fun. We had a lot of books though, which is good because we have a lot more books. I need to read like 19 more books before the end of the year, so this is fine. It is fine. So the first book we have is my audiobook. I always try to choose at least one audiobook for a readathon. That way I am still reading even when I can't physically be reading. So like when I'm cooking dinner tonight, when I am, you know, running errands, doing chores, I can still be reading. So we're going to be reading The Last Legacy by Adrienne Young. This basically follows our main character, Bryn, and she just turned 18. She gets like summoned back to Bastion where like her extended family lives, and her family's like very wealthy and influential, and I'm really getting like Peaky Blinders vibes but in like a different setting, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't really know where it goes from there. I'm pretty sure there's like a forbidden romance. Yep, forbidden romance. So we'll see. Forbidden romances make me nervous, they stress me out, but you know, why not? Okay, I'm not going to talk about every single book. I'll just talk about them as I read them. But the first book that we are going to be finishing today is The Mysterious Benedict Society. I am already like 3/4-ish of the way, 2/3 done with it, so I will be finishing this today. This is the book that follows 4 young kids who are sent to like infiltrate this school for really smart kids, and like spy on it. And there's like all these little puzzles and stuff. It's really fun. It's also a Disney Plus show now, which I really want to watch, so I gotta finish the book. But I will be finishing this. I've been reading it for like a week because I keep putting it down and then not picking it back up for a couple of days. So we will be finishing this today. The other thing that I'm currently reading is Monstrous. So I've read the first 4, so I've got volumes 5 and 6. So this might be what I start with just to get like some quick wins in there to get me like motivated. So I will be reading volumes 5 and 6. And then once we finish those, I have lots of others. I don't know how many books we're going to read today. We're going to see how it goes. I don't want to put a number on it because then I probably won't reach it. So let's jump in to my first read. Okay, so it's 11:30 now and I just finished volume 5 of Monstrous. So I'm going to start volume 6. And I only own the first 6, so like that's it. That's gonna be the end for that for me for now. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna finish The Mysterious Benedict Society. That will be 3 books done within the first few hours, which is going to be amazing. So 1 book down, As far as thoughts on the series so far, every time I think it can't get crazier, it does. Every time I think it can't get weirder, it does. By like a lot. It's good. It's a really good, really intense series, and I'm really enjoying it. It's not at all what I thought it was, like with book one. Like it's so complex and it's so confusing in the first book, and now things just make so much more sense, and I'm enjoying it so much more. So, gonna read volume 6, and then probably eat lunch after that, and then we'll go from there. I'm kind of deciding if I want to move locations. I've been sitting in the same spot and position for a while now. Okay, so it's like 1:15 now. I just finished volume 6 of Monstrous, and wow, so many things happened in this volume. I know there's another volume. There's volume 7. I'm pretty sure that's the last one of like this story arc I read somewhere. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think so. I mean, this one very much ended on a cliffhanger, so I really want to read the 7th volume now, but I don't have it. So I'm going to take a break for lunch because I am starving. And then I'm going to finish The Mysterious Benedict Society. I'm like fairly close to the end, so I should be able to knock that out pretty quickly. So we're going to get through that, and then we'll see what we're going to read next. But so far, the readathon is going pretty well. I'm 2 books in and about to start a 3rd. It's gonna be really hard to shift from the dark, violent complexity of Monstrous to the whimsical middle grade vibes of The Mysterious Benedict Society. That's gonna be a tough shift, but alright, I'm gonna go eat and then continue reading. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock now, and I just finished The Mysterious Benedict Society. It definitely took longer than I thought it would. I kind of thought with it being like a middle grade that I would fly through it a lot faster, but I did not, and I did keep getting distracted, so it took a minute, but it's fine. It's fine. It's done. I do want to read the rest of the series. There are so many things I forgot about the series, and there's actually a 4th book that I've never read, and a prequel that I've never read, so I do want to continue on with the series eventually. Next, I'm thinking we're gonna start Ledge, because I'm in the mood for like a fantasy romance, and this is very short, so I am excited. I don't know how many pages it is. 276, so it's literally, oh, not even, hold on. 271, it's not even a 300-page book. I should be able to knock this out very quickly. I will have to cook dinner in like a little over an hour, but I'm hoping to get like halfway through this before I have to make dinner, so we'll see. But 3 books down, we are not doing too bad. Hello everyone, so it's Friday at like 4:30 p.m. So let me do some explaining. So I should have known this was gonna happen the second I said that, you know, life tends to get in the way. But it happened. So, you know, it is what it is. So, long story short, last night after dinner, I did read some more and we were doing great, and then my husband wanted to watch TV with me, and I never pass up an opportunity to watch TV with him, so I figured I would just extend the readathon today for like an extra hour to cover up the time that we had spent watching TV. However, this morning, as soon as I was getting ready to read, it was like 9:30 in the morning, I was getting ready to sit down and continue reading, and then I got a migraine. I think the first real migraine I've ever had. And the only thing that makes me think it was a migraine instead of just a regular headache is I got really nauseous. And those of you who know me in real life know that I have severe emetophobia. So that was just not gonna work for me. So I have this like anxiety med that I can take to like prevent panic attacks in those situations. So that's what I did. But that medicine makes me really, really tired, and it actually has a tendency to knock me out, which is exactly what I did. So I slept from like 9:30, 9:45 in the morning until like 3:45 in the afternoon. And I've only been awake for like 45 minutes. So I thought about extending the readathon and like finishing it up tonight or tomorrow or whatever. However, I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. I'm still tired today. And I've just kind of lost motivation, honestly, for the moment. So, we're just going to end the readathon. It is the first 24-hour readathon that I've ever failed. But it's fine. It's okay, you know? It happens, and it's going to be fine. So let's talk about how far I got, because I did still do a pretty significant amount of reading yesterday. I read volumes 5 and 6 of Monstrous, so those are done. And I finished The Mysterious Benedict Society, so that is also done. I am also oops, my phone was on top of the book. My bad. So I'm also a little over halfway through Ledge, and I am absolutely loving this. Absolutely loving this. It's like very typical fantasy romance, but like the classic fantasy romance. And I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I love the tension. All sorts of kinds of tension. I love the story. I like the characters. Like, very typical fantasy romance. Like, it's not really doing anything new. But I love it for that. Like, it's exactly what I want in a classic fantasy romance. So, absolutely loving this. Can't wait to finish it. I might actually finish this tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm not going to continue the readathon because I'm just not. I need to get this video edited, and if I keep extending this any longer, I'm not going to get it up. I wanted it to go up today. That was the goal, was to finish the readathon early today, edit, and then have it post like this evening. That's not going to happen. So now we're shooting for tomorrow or at the very latest Sunday morning. That's the goal. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry it did not go according to plan this time, but I still have a lot of books to read in December, so I'm kind of thinking we might do another one of these later on in the month. We'll see. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!